Hi everybody. This is Christy from the Be the Light YouTube channel. I thank you for stopping by, and I send you love. Wow. I have been opening and opening more to spirits, my higher self, and I can feel the love pouring in. My emotions are everywhere across the board, from being angry this morning to being at peace to here I am, feeling very loved and overwhelmed as a result. I am at that level here of working for divine will, and that is what I have been expressing to you guys lately about accessing, tapping into our greatest heart and acting on divine will. That's what these solar eclipse energies are truly about. Do we have enough strength to act upon divine will and not our own ego? And before I actually begin with my most amazing, well, they've all been amazing messages, but this, I know this is that change. The beginning of where I am headed. This is just the opening of that doorway for me. I want to express to you that it's not easy. I've never lied to you. You know yourself how your life is right now. This human experience can be very difficult, but living within the spirit self is very, very peaceful. Yet we will always have those human emotions surface. But when we get to that understanding of what spirit and light is, the emotions, those negative ones that surface, are only surfacing for you to finally purge them free, set them free. I woke up very angry again this morning. No apparent reason, just very angry, like I used to be. Back when I had so much chronic pain, so much responsibility on my shoulders that I felt completely burdened by life. I'm feeling it today, and I'm setting it free. The energies help you purge. I lashed out a little bit this morning as a result. And I saw that. And that's not who I am. I know that, and I chose to flip it. We always have that choice of surrendering to a higher power. And that's what we are doing when we see our pain. No one else is going to understand where you are, what's happening within you, especially if you don't understand yourself and what's taking place. I don't expect people to see me for who I am. I don't expect people to know that I'm going through a drastic spiritual change within. But I want them to always know who I am. The goodness of me. So I choose love. If I do something wrong, I apologize. I am not too human to never apologize. I am spiritual. I am light. I'm going to just send it with this and then continue with my message. Hopefully, I am very grateful. Very grateful. I felt very loved, very blessed. Very guided, very protected. I see people, and I love. As I mentioned, I am in that opening, the very first steps of truly acting on divine will. Of course, I have been doing this. Well, my health journey began several years ago on social media. I gave from my soul then. I gave great purpose and light then. But that was still for myself. I was learning to trust a path and create less resistance. I was learning to let go. I was learning to see and open up. And the more that you continuously go and just move and flow and go from purpose to purpose without attachments, resentment for thinking that you have failed. Because I moved away a little bit from health and fitness there to really expand on my heart. To really know who God was. And I had to let go that I failed myself or others. To truly enjoy where I am and where I am headed. I see now where God is taking me. I can see it more. And it's not what I thought it would be. It's nothing that I've ever known anything about. But I trust it. Trust is about the greatest form of love. It's learning that it's going to be okay regardless of what things outside of you say. And that is the real purpose of every single lesson that we have in life. Can you trust what you see and what you're experiencing? In order to have more, learn more, be more, expand and grow without being limited by outside sources. God is within you, always. But when you see the things outside of you, and that's where you focus more on, you become misguided, and God feels so far away from you, out of reach, and you never know Him because you don't trust in your heart. You're trusting in that idea, that brainwashed idea that you have been so accustomed to. I say heart a lot. Yeah, we carry pain in our heart, but that isn't supposed to be there. It's not natural. It's been implanted by ideas, conditions. I knew one day that God would be using me. I mean, after I began waking up, using me for something. And I've had so many ideas pop into my mind because He was showing me this, this, and this, and this. So many beautiful things. All are great. I'm like, okay, this is it, so I'm going to learn this. No, that was just Him saying, does she trust my guidance? Does she trust her heart? Will she speak about this, that I am, what I am telling her, and share it with people? And if they call her crazy, or if they say she's weird, wrong, will she still stick with it? Divine will isn't about you at all. It's about everyone. And if you're so stuck on thinking about how you feel, because of how everyone else makes you feel, you're not doing it for divine will, for great creation, for spirit. The more that you open up your heart, to God, to spirit, to light, a greater purpose other than who you are, you see beyond ordinary perception. You know, the rainbow is something that we all have witnessed in our life. Some will see doubles, triples, a rainbow down here and then one over here. But something that we fail to understand is that you are the rainbow. You. That's why God is showing you a rainbow before your eyes. what you are willing to see that's beautiful in the world, God will show you magnificence inside. If you're willing to believe in the craziest ideas outside of you with your physical eyes, or hear the music of the angels singing in your ears, God will show you more magnificence within you. He will show you His creation. But without faith, trust, and the willingness, you'll never see beyond what you want to see. And I have gotten so far off of why I was doing this video today. So, as I have said, one thing that I used to, before I continue on, and I apologize for just rambling this morning, my path has been guided by Christ, God, Mary, biblical scriptures and things, where God takes you, Spirit takes you, is your journey, and I'm just asking you to trust it and love it. But I began to match every verse that or a lot of the verses that I would come across when I needed them. For instance, like if I was actually thinking of a thought, whether or not I was asking God for guidance or just really thinking and believing in something, I would open up the Bible or my daily verse and it would match. Like God was reassuring me, yeah, this is it, you're right, Christy, keep going. Don't get discouraged. And so Proverbs 18:10 speaks to me today. And it says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. The Lord is the light that exists, and all of you who are within it are connected, are safe and protected and guided because you trust it. Now that's about me today. I've made videos past several days about trusting it and opening up more and more to what light is about. Your heart knows what light is, but your ego is preventing you from reaching it. That pain is limiting you from your divine blueprint. So, I woke up, again, strangely, at an hour where I normally don't, which was about 12. And 12:22 to be precise. And I was a little bit confused about the phrase that I received. So I asked my higher self, I asked God for more clarity. And I received it. But But first I saw a body of water. And water represents spirit regardless, in general, which is in turn about life. If there is a body of water that is very dangerous, your life is probably in chaos. Your emotions are in chaos. Well, this body of water was almost still, like ice would be. But there was just one tiny ripple, as if you dropped the smallest pebble, and it created that very, very tiny, calm ripple effect. So that's telling me that things are smoothing out, are calming out, or will be. And so the next phrase is about the planetary opposition. I have expressed that I have no idea about, no knowledge regarding planetary alignments and what they represent or whatever. I have to do my own research, which is what precisely I had to do today. But I know in my future, as a result of where I am going, that God is going to provide me with wisdom here in this category. So, the definition of what an opposition is in the planetary opposition means that the given planet, what will be taking place soon, or in July anyway, is Jupiter and Saturn. Those will be the next planets that reach opposition. And that's when the Earth and the Sun and that specific planet will be in alignment. It's special. Jupiter is special. The next one. Because when celestial objects are directly opposite the Sun, they appear brighter in the sky. And Jupiter reaches opposition once every 13 months. Before I continue on, 13 is a sacred number. It is not something to be afraid of, like Friday the 13th, you know. That is a man-made idea. Christ was the 13th person to sit at the table during the Last Supper. So I did my research about what Jupiter represents, and I forgot to look up to see if, yes, it is a masculine energy. Okay, so he concerns thinking, an abstract mind, and higher learning. Jupiter gives a desire for exploration in both the spiritual and intellectual sense. The planet will give the ability to form ideas on an intelligent level. Jupiter rules over religion and philosophy within the spiritual world. Jupiter will help us discover answers. He rules over long distance travel, and because of this, he will not mind traveling the world to find the answers he is looking for. So, of course, energetically for us, that means we're not settling, which is a good thing. He's about morals and ethic values. Very optimistic. As I stated, Jupiter is connected with luck and good fortune, and for good reason. He is caring. He asks us and wants us and urges us to grow and develop in a positive way. Jupiter will be the judge and the jury, and at the same time, he will mostly have a sense of honor and want to make sure the right path is being followed. success, achievements, and growth will all be due to Jupiter. And for myself, this is huge, but for all of us, it should be huge. I know where I'm going because my heart tells me. I am at complete peace. I have hope, dreams. I feel alive. And all of the lessons that I am working for on a daily basis is telling me that my biggest growth is approaching. But on the negative side, Jupiter has the ability to cause weight gain. Some people will become lazy because some people will take in this energy, of course, negatively. We will see these, this growth, this transformation to achieve, to learn, as a way to just be lazy. We won't actually move forward with this, and we'll get stuck. And he is also responsible for spending time with family pets, which is probably another reason why the weight gain comes into play, because we also just want to spend time with our family. And if we are gathering together, we tend to eat more, drink more, whatever it is, instead of actually being out there. And he visits a zodiac sign once per year. Like I said, he is a male energy. So this is working with our male energy as well within us. The male energy tends to be the person who thinks with way too much logic within us, over-analyzing. So if you are already somebody who over-analyzes everything, I mean, it's good to an extent. It's always great to ask why, and that's why this is an actual important time, because we are now asking why. When it comes to the important things in our lives, why is this stuff taking place? And it doesn't make sense. If it doesn't feel right to you energetically inside, and that your emotions tell you, your negative emotions don't belong there. Why do they belong there? Why are the things outside of you taking place? And again, this isn't going to happen until July the 13th and 14th. So the gift that Jupiter is giving to us is our highest fulfillment and how to reach our highest, happiest moments. Jupiter will take us through growth, great learning, travel is possible, positive changes, and philosophical inquiry. I hope I philosophical inquiry. And he is also the ruler over the 9th and 12th houses. And the 9th house, I did my research on that as well. It's about travel, philosophy, and higher education, which is what I just spoke about. And you can also do your own research on that. The 12th house it represents the darkness before the dawn, and also considered to be the unseen realm, such as like our dreams, our secrets, and emotions. So those may be coming into surface, and you may attract people into your life as a result of what you do. That's precisely what takes place. And it's called karmic people or karmic events into your life to help you transit you know, laws of attraction. And so that is July the 13th and 14th, if I am correct. And then towards that very last end of the week there, July 20th, Saturn goes into opposition, which is also a new moon. We won't be able to clearly see this event, but it will definitely be felt. And Saturn is the Lord of karma. He is the Lord of authority, discipline, hard work, labor, and commitment, but also guilt, resistance, and delay. And that's why it's so important to see your emotions. When you are being faced with a situation that's outside of you, when you see it and ask yourself, why are you feeling this way, or choose not to feel this way, you change your karma. You change your lessons to reflect the now good emotion that you have replaced in your heart. Saturn tends to be like our Achilles heel, our weakest point. It is that voice that's within us that says that you will never be good enough. It is that critic. And it usually comes from a childhood memory, a parent, a teacher, someone who has already placed that thought there. And Saturn is going to push us to our limits. Yet, Saturn has the power to reward like no other. When we actually flip our emotional state, the reward is far greater than if we were to continuously stay in a negative emotion. Every time you change it to reflect love, what you receive is far more divine. And Saturn, again, is all about learning your lessons. Every time you are facing those experiences, the same experience, the karmic experiences, you learn the lesson. So however you feel about learning something, and I think I made this video, or I meant to post it anyway, about lessons and then tests. I dreaded a test, but I aced every lesson. I loved jotting down all types of information. My notes were magnificent. I wouldn't leave anything out. But when it came to testing, I became so nervous. I was so worried about the actual passing that my mind would forget about all the information that I took in, that I wouldn't do well. Or I was so nervous about how long I would take on this test compared to other people. Will they think that I'm stupid? Or whatever it is, that I failed the test or didn't do my best on the test. But I was great at taking in information. And when you see everything that is outside of you as whatever makes you feel more comfortable, if you want to call it a test, by all means, I like it as a lesson, or better yet, an opportunity. You can change the understanding of what is in front of you, what comes at you, to fit your heart, to make you change the emotion. So yeah, it is not easy for a lot of us to learn our lessons. It's that ego part. That is the part of us that resists discipline and rebels. It keeps us stuck. And that's when we keep repeating daily lessons. And the more that you keep repeating it, you keep building up, and building up more negative karma. Just like that movie in Groundhog Day. Until he learned that he couldn't continuously be negative, he began to do good. Did the day stop and flip to where he wanted it to truly be. So I hope this video kind of helps where we are going. And the message pretty much is that things will become calmer as a result of this next part of the planetary oppositions. I know for myself, because we have great lessons that we still have to learn between now and then. And I know my own heart. And that's why I'm asking you to really tap into your heart. The love and the light within your heart, not the pain. Not your ego. Because then you'll always see where you are going and how you are in alignment with whatever it is that you are seeking in your life. Truth is always visible. It's just not denying the truth. Denying our truth, and I mean even our negativity, our darkness, is what I'm talking about here. When we deny that we are dark inside and have that negativity within our heart, there's no way you are going to learn anything and grow and be the person that you truly want to be. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.